In this video, we will learn about completing the square method and will solve some examples. This is a part of chapter number 4 of class 10th. Hello my awesome students. Welcome to my channel Akshar. I am Nana and I am going to teach you mathematics. Be in the video till the end of this video. So let us start today's topic, which is completing the square method. Okay, so I have made another video on completing the square method in which I have explained the basics of completing the square. So I have mentioned again these steps here. We will use these steps in solving the examples. Start solving the examples. Example number 7 says solve the quadratic equation in example number 3 by the method of completing the square. Okay, so in example number 3, what quadratic equation is given? We have derived the quadratic equation, which is equal to 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so you have to solve this quadratic equation. So I have told you that what does it mean by to solve? That means you have to find the roots of the quadratic equation which satisfies the given equation. Means if we will put those values of x in the given equation, then we will get result as 0. Okay, so what is the first step you have to check while solving the equation by completing the square? That the coefficient of x square should be equal to 1. Okay, so here coefficient of x square is not equal to 1. So how you can make it equal to 1? You have to divide your given equation by 2. Right, so if you will divide your given equation by 2, that means 2x square minus 5x plus 3 divided by 2 is equal to 0. So if you will divide your given equation by 2, what you will get? 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. That means x square minus 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, the next step is what? Next step is what? You have to take your this coefficient 5 by 2 and do the half of this coefficient. 5 by 2 into 1 by 2 is equal to 5 by 4, and then you have to do square of this value. Okay, so these are the similar steps which you have to follow in each and every question while solving the quadratic equation using completing the square. Take this coefficient, do the half of this value and make the square of this value. Then add this square value and subtract this square value from the given equation. Right, so rest of our equation will remain as it is, means this 3 by 2 will come as it is. Okay, so now comes my step number 2. Step number 2 is what? The step number 2 is the main step in which we will form the complete squares. How we will make the complete squares? Using these two formulas a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. A plus b whole square is what? A square plus b square plus 2ab, and a minus b whole square is what? You know it very well. A square plus b square minus 2ab. So now you have to decide whether the formula will be of plus sign or minus sign. How you will decide? If this term is positive, this x term is positive, then the formula will be of positive, because you can see in this formula this term is positive, right? And if this value is negative, then the formula will be of a minus b whole square, right? So using these three terms your formula will become equal to a minus b whole square. B is what? B is my 5 by 4 whole square. Solve the remaining equation as it is. 5 square will become 25, 4 square will become 16, plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so now comes step number 3. x minus 5 by 4 whole square is equal to, take all the coefficients to the right hand side. It becomes easier to solve when you take these coefficients to the right hand side. You can solve them on the left hand side also, but for simplification you can take them to the right hand side. Okay, so it will become 16 will come here, 25 minus 24 will be LCM, and it will come out to be 1 by 16. Now you can see my equation has been converted to the standard form, so that I can take roots from both the sides. Okay, both side complete squares are there. Okay, so my next and last step is what? Take square root on both the sides. If you will take square root on both the sides, so what you will get? X minus this square and square root will get cancelled out. X minus 5 by 4 is equal to 16 is square of which term? 16 is a square of 4. That means whenever we are taking square root, then we will get positive as well as negative value. So once you will solve for this positive value, so it very simple. So you will get 6 by 4. 6 by 4 will get cancelled out. By 2 it will give you 3 by 2. And here x minus 5 by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 4. What you will get? X is equal to minus 1 by 4 plus 5 by 4, which will give you 4 by 4. That means your answer will be equal to 1. So that means these are the two roots. These are the solution of the quadratic equation, which you have to find out by using completing the square method. Okay. So in question number 8, example number 8, you have to find roots of the quadratic equation, this quadratic equation, by completing the square method. Okay, so again you have to follow the same steps. First you have to check that your coefficient is equal to 1 or not. Okay, so if your coefficient is not equal to 1, then what you will do? You will divide your given equation by 5. So divide your given equation completely by 5. You will get 5 and 5 will get cancelled out. You will get x square minus 6 by 5x minus 2 by 5 is equal to 0. Now move to step number 2. Step number 2 is what? You have to take the coefficient of this value 6 by 5, do the half of this value. 6 by 5 into 1 by 2 will give you 6 by 10. Cancel out it by through 3 or cancel it out by 2. You will get 3 by 5. Make the square of this value, add this square in the given equation, and subtract this square from the given equation, right? It's not going to make any impact because it is going to simply cancel out, right? Now next step is that you have to make the complete squares. How we make complete squares? As we have done in the previous example, that a plus b whole square, and we use formulas of a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. So how you will decide? By using this sign. This sign is negative, so that means your formula will be of x minus 3 by 5 whole square, right? Using first 3 terms. Okay, solve the remaining terms as it is. It will come out to be minus 9 by 25, and it will be minus 2 by 5 is equal to 0. Now as we have done in our previous example, that take these two terms to the right hand side. That means x minus 3 by 5 whole square is equal to 9 by 25 plus 2 by 5. Okay, so 25 will be your LCM now, and your terms after taking LCM you will get 9 plus 5 5s are 25, and 5 into 2 will be equal to 10, which is equal to 19 by 25. So it will give you this result. So again you can see that my equation has been converted. This x term is square term, right? So we have to convert our x factor complete square. So it is done. So after that what we do? We take square root on both the sides. So if we will take square root on both the sides, then what we will get? This square and under root will get cancelled out. The remaining term will be x minus 3 by 5 is equal to, this will give me what? Plus minus under root of 19 by 25, because whenever we take under root of any constant term, then we get positive as well as negative sign. which will give you equals to plus root 19 divided by what will come here? Here it will be 5. So solve this equation by taking once positive sign and another time take negative sign. That means x minus 3 by 5 is equal to root 19 by 5 and x minus 3 by 5 is equal to minus root 19 by 5. So x will come out to be equal to what? Under root of root 19 by 5 plus 3 by 5, and here x will come out to be minus root 19 by 5 and plus 3 by 5. When it will go to right hand side, it will become positive. So after taking LCM, you will get what? 3 plus root 19 by 5, and here x will be equal to 3 minus root 19 by 5. So let's start solving example number 9, which says that find the roots of 4x square plus 3x plus 5 is equals to 0 by the method of completing the square. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to find out the roots of this given quadratic equation by using completing the square method. Okay, so that means we have to convert our equation so that on left hand side and also on the right hand side complete squares can be formed. Okay, so how we do this? You know that very first step is to check that whether the coefficient of this x square term is 1 or not. If it is not 1, then what we do? We divide our complete equation on left hand side also on the right hand side by 4. Right? So if I will divide this complete equation by 4, then what I will get? I will get x square plus this 3 by 4 of x plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0 by 4 will be what? 0. Right? So my first step is done, that my coefficient should be equal to 1. So I have divided the given equation by 4 so that coefficient can be converted to 1. Okay, my next second step is that I have to take this coefficient of x 3 by 4 and divide it by 2. What I will get? 3 by 8, and do the square of this term and add this term and subtract this square term in the given equation. Okay, so x square plus 3 by 4x plus 3 by 8 whole square minus 3 by 8 whole square plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0. Understood? So it's not going to do any impact on my given equation because it will simply get cancelled out, right? So my rest of the equation will remain as it is. Do not forget to write down the remaining coefficient of the given equation, because if you will not write down this, then you will not get the correct result. Okay, do not change your given equation in any way. Right? So second step is also done. Moving to the step number 3. Step number 3 says what? Step number 3 says that we have to convert this equation in the form of complete squares. And what are those complete square formulas? I have told you earlier also, that are a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. Okay, a square plus b square plus 2ab, and this gives me a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, so now I have told you in my previous video that how to decide that this will be of plus formula or this will be of minus sign. If you have not seen my earlier video in which I have explained the very basic and started from the very basic example of completing the square and then explain each of these steps in detail, so please see that video first so that you can have better understanding of these examples. Okay, so moving to the question back. So now this formula will be of plus sign because this term containing x term is of plus, right? So using these three terms, my formula will become equal to, compare the formula with these values. A will be x, b will be what, b square, b will be 3 by 8 whole square minus 3 square will be 9 and 8 square will be 64 plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0. So step number 3 is also done, step number 2 is also done. Step number 1 was what? To make coefficient of x equal to 1. Coefficient of x square term equal to 1. Okay. Now you have to simplify your given equation. How you will simplify this equation now? Take all the constant values to the right hand side so that you can easily take the LCM. Okay, so what will be the LCM of these two terms? LCM will be equal to 64 and it will remain 9 as it is. It will be 16, 16 5s the 80. So what I am getting? This time I am getting minus 71 by 64. Okay, so earlier when we were getting this equation, x plus 3 by 8 whole square is equal to this sum value. Okay, the general form was what? X plus 2 whole square is equal to 9. So you were saying that on the both of the side you were having the positive term. Okay, so tell me one thing, that square of any value can give me negative result. Suppose I am having minus 2 square. So minus 2 square will be what? Plus 4. If I am doing square of minus term or I am doing square of plus term, then I will always get the positive value. So see, but here what I am doing? I am doing square of any term and I am getting negative value, right? So this cannot be possible, this is not possible. Okay, understood this step? This step is very important, that square of any term can never be negative. Okay, so if this value is coming as negative in any of your question while solving, that means this equation does not have any real roots. Okay, does not have any real roots. Now you do not need to move on to the next step, which is taking square root on both the sides, because this equation is not having any real roots. If and only if the equation was having real roots, then only you have to move to your next step, which is to take square root on the both the sides, right? Understood? This step is very important because using this step we are going to learn about the next method. We are going to understand about the next method, which is known as solving the quadratic equation by using quadratic formula. Okay. So if you have any questions related to any other topic of mathematics for any class, then please add your comments in the comment box. I will try to help you by making more videos on those topics. If you find the video useful for you, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel so that you can get my new videos notification.